Have you got too many broken swords or armor that you no longer use? Have you ever accidentally misclicked and crafted loads of the same item? Well, lucky for you, there's a mod to help with that. Seed's Sustainable World brings a whole new way of waste management to Minecraft by letting you recycle materials in a more environmentally friendly way. But beware, you will be punished if you litter, or if you're too impatient to wait for your crops to grow. Today I'll tell you what you need to know about the Seed's Sustainable World and what you can do with everything that comes with the mod. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into the good stuff. So the first thing we're going through is the crushing stone. So the crushing stone can be made with 3 flint like so in a crafting table. So what the crushing stone does is that if you put it with a piece of armor in a crafting table or just in your regular crafting, it will give you back most of the materials that you used to create the item. It will always give you 1 less of the material that you were to create it. So for example, with an iron helmet, you'd get 4 iron ingots back instead of the 5 that you made it with. So the materials that you can use in a crushing stone is iron and gold, whether that's tools or armor. You can also use leather armor to get some leather back, and you can also use chainmail armor to get some chains. However, you cannot use this on wooden tools or stone tools. So no matter the durability of the weapon or the tool or the armor piece, it will always give back the same amount of material. So next up we have the crushing obsidian. So the crushing obsidian can actually be made like the crushing stone, except from you use obsidian instead of flint, like so in a crafting table. Now with the crushing obsidian, you can use any type of diamond tool, weapon or armor piece, as well as the netherite tools, weapons or armor piece. And it works exactly the same as the crushing stone, where you would always get 1 material less back as if you were going to craft it. However, with the netherite, it will always give you netherite scrap. So whether it's just a pickaxe or a netherite chestplate, it will always give you 3 netherite scrap back. However, this will not work on any other materials that you can also use in the crushing stone. So next up we have the Flint Tools. So with the Flint Tools, you can craft it just like any other tool you would, except for the material would be flint. And you can craft a pickaxe, an axe, a sword, a shovel, and a hoe. So when you use a flint pickaxe, it actually has a small chance to smelt the ore that you mine, and will give you the ingot instead of the actual ore block or the ore material. The Flint Tools have the same durability as stone, but can break anything an iron tool can. Next up we have the watering cans. Now there are 3 types of watering cans. So you can create a clay watering can with a bowl and 3 bricks, an iron one with a bowl and 3 iron, and a golden one with 3 gold and 1 bowl. Now the clay watering can can only hold 50 diluted bone meal, the iron can hold 100 diluted bone meal, and the gold can hold 150 diluted bone meal. So when you use bone meal on some seeds, it can have a chance to create some bad grass, and we'll go on to the bad grass later in the video. So to prevent bad grass from spawning when you use bone meal, what you can do, you can throw some bone meal into some water and collect the bone meal, and basically what you can then do is water your plants like so, without the worry of having to create bad grass in the process. Now each bone meal has 5 uses, so you will only have 5 uses of the watering can before you need to fill it back up again with some more bone meal. And luckily for you, the watering can has unlimited durability, so you can use it as much as you want. You can also use the watering can as a weapon on blazes and enderman. If you sneak right click underneath where they're standing, you can deal up to 10 damage. So next we have bad grass. Now this can spawn at night, or it can just spawn, as I've said before, when you use bone meal on any of your crops. So they are completely hostile and will destroy any plants or crops that you have growing in your farm. And it won't drop any of the crops either, it will just destroy it completely. So if you manage to kill a bad grass, it can drop sharp leaves. Now with sharp leaves you can craft leafy tools, such as the leaf axe, leaf sword, pickaxe, shovel, and hoe. And again, these can be created just like any other tool, except for the material would be the sharp leaves. So the sharp tools are very efficient, however, they do have terrible durability, which is actually lower than gold durability. Next up we have the wastes. So the waste can actually have a chance to spawn when any of your items that you drop despawn on the ground, and to replace it, it will be a wastes, and they can usually come in groups. So if I spawn in a pig, you will see that they are completely hostile to any sort of animal, including you as well, so you just have to be a bit careful when you drop your items. So if you manage to kill a waste, it can drop some garbages, and we'll go on to garbages later in the video. Next up we have the mud golem. So the mud golem can actually be created with 1 dirt block and a carved pumpkin on top, like so, and you get yourself a little tiny mud golem. So these guys will actually protect you from bad grass, waste, and creepers as well, and they will actually start to loot some dirt. When it starts looting dirt, it can have a chance to loot a music disc called Red Wolf, which is Into the Jungle. However, I'm not going to play it due to copyright reasons, but I have listened to it and it is a really nice little tune. Now if your little mud golem does actually get hurt, in the newer updates you can heal it with dirt, which can be very, very useful, so you don't have to keep on creating new ones. Next up we have garbage. Now, again, you can gain this by killing waste, or you can use a trash. Now, you can use a trash by just placing any sort of item you want into the trash, and in return, it will give you some garbage. So with garbage, it can be stored as a garbage block, and with the garbage blocks, you can actually smelt it in the furnace, and then you gain an item called stuff. Now, with stuff, you can actually craft some things called repairers. You can create a small repairer with 4 stuff, you then can create a medium repairer with 4 stuff and a small repairer, and then you can create a big repairer by putting 4 stuff into a crafting table with a medium repairer, and it will repair the item in your hand that you're currently holding. And obviously, with the bigger the repairer, the raw durability it can repair without breaking. So pollution is a big part of this mod. The more pollution you have in your world, the more unbearable it becomes. So at 600 pollution, your hunger will drop faster and faster. At 650, water becomes toxic. At 700, pandas, dolphins, turtles, polar bears and bees will no longer naturally reproduce or spawn. At 800 pollution, you'll start to burn in the day. And at 900 pollution, the air will start to get so toxic that you start becoming slow and you get like a trembling effect, making it almost impossible to live in your world. So pollution should stabilize at 500 naturally, and if you want to monitor your carbon dioxide levels or your pollution levels, you can craft a carbon dioxide sensor, and this will show you how much carbon dioxide is in your world. And to do this, you literally just need to put a compass and a carbon dioxide tank into a crafting table. So you can increase the carbon dioxide in the world by smelting an item in any furnace when there is an explosion. However, you can also decrease the carbon dioxide in your world when trees grow, and you can also use a vacuum. Next up, we have the vacuum and carbon dioxide tanks. So you can create a carbon dioxide tank with 4 iron and a glass bottle in the middle. You can also create a vacuum, and for that you need 7 iron, 1 ender pearl, and 1 carbon dioxide tank. So you can actually use a vacuum to suck up any items that are on the floor, and you can turn it on and off, and as you can hear, it's a very slight noise when you know it's on, and you can just turn it off and the noise will stop. But yes, you can suck up items just like so, and it will basically increase the distance on how far you can pick up items. Also, when you're above layer 100 in your world, you can also suck up any CO2, and as you can see, you can store up to 100 carbon dioxide in 1 vacuum cleaner. And with this carbon dioxide, you can actually transfer it into a carbon dioxide tank. All you need to do is put the carbon dioxide tank in your offhand, sneak, and then hold right click. You'll hear bubbles to indicate that it's being transferred into the carbon dioxide tank. And then you'll hear a dinging which indicates that there is no more carbon dioxide in your vacuum. And with the carbon dioxide, if you just left click it with your normal hand, it will just release the carbon dioxide. When you release carbon dioxide from the tank, it should create dry snow, like so. Now, for some reason in the later versions of this mod, it doesn't actually create the dry snow. It will only do it very occasionally, which is why it may not work sometimes. So dry snow can be collected with a shovel, just like you would any other snow. And with these dry snowballs, you can create a dry snow block. And with 4 dry snow blocks, you can create some dry ice. Dry ice is so cold that you will actually start to burn and take damage from it if you step on it, and it's also a little bit more slippery than normal ice. If you wanted to, you can also put a carbon dioxide tank in a smithing table with some red dye to create a fire extinguisher, which can help put fires out if they start to occur. So next we are onto the potions. So if you have a brewing stand and you have some dry snowballs, you can put it in with a water bottle and some blaze powder to create a sparkling water bottle. Or you can put a dry snow block into the brewing stand with a water bucket to create a sparkling water bucket. And the sparkling water bucket gives off the same effect as if you put a soul sand block at the bottom of a water column, where it will push you up. So you can actually drink the sparkling water bottles to saturate your hunger bar, which means that your hunger bar will fall even slower. So the different types of potions you can craft with the sparkling water bottle is a potion of bouncing, which when drunk will give you the effect of jumping like a slime and will, as it says, make you bounce. Next we have the potion of air cooling. So when you drink this, it will actually force you up out of the water source that you're in. So if you're at the bottom of the ocean, it will catapult you up to the ocean surface. So this can come in very handy if you start drowning. Last but not least, we have the potion of recovering. Now when you drink the potion of recovering, it will actually prevent you from dying in the void when you're in the end. However, when it does so, it will basically catapult you up out of the void quite high up in the air and will keep doing so until you land onto an end island. So make sure that you do have some sort of slow falling potion or something else to cushion your fall, otherwise you may die from fall damage. So last but not least, we have the leaf hook. Now the leaf hook can be crafted with a leaf pickaxe, 2 sharp leaves, 1 lead and a stick, like so, into a crafting table. Now with the leaf hook, you can grapple onto any block within, I believe it's a 75-meter radius or block radius. You left click to grapple and then you left click again to stop grappling. And this can be very good when you have it with an elytra. It is more or less a replacement for fireworks. You can go flying into the air and not have to worry about using up any fireworks, and it gives you a great boost as well. So that's it from me today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys want to suggest a mod for me to showcase, please leave it in the comments down below or join my Discord server and suggest one to me there, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.